Oh snap, hope you guys are ready. Take a seat, guys. Trust me. Papa Pone just put on his rant pants. So, ladies and gentlemen, I see comments all the damn time, and it's disgusting. Because the Destiny community is one of the best communities I've ever seen surrounding a game. I mean, they've been so nice, so supportive, so incredible, and there were just very few little bad seeds to make things bad. But lately, the community's been divided. Many of them have been at each other's throats. It's been a toxic area. And one thing that I keep seeing over and over and over again, and it is literally driving me nuts. And it is the comment where people say, I'm so tired of this community. They keep acting like they're entitled. They keep acting like they want more and bigger and better. And the truth of this is, we don't want more. We don't want bigger and better. We're not fucking entitled. The truth is, they set a standard. Bungie set their own bar with year one. When you create a standard, a foundation that you yourselves have erected, that is something you are responsible to keep up with. Anytime in real life, whether or not it's business, which is even more important, but just in general, when you set a foundation, a standard, a set of expectations, it is your job to keep up with them at minimum. You may go back a little bit, but for the most part, you want to keep up with them or even improve on them. But if you go back too far, it's going to end up very bad for you. Let's put this into perspective. So, you're dating a girl. You've been together for 2 years. You guys fuck like jade rabbits. You're just young, you're horny, and you guys get crazy. One lovely afternoon, you guys are getting in the mood. Got the lights off, the Netflix on, and it's about to go down. And when you start to make your move, she's like, wait, I'm not wanting to have sex anymore. I want to be a born-again virgin. How's a handy work for you? It's okay, though, because handies are free, you know? Who can say no to free content, right? But you know, you could settle for that, right? That's no problem. When you set a standard, expectations are there. Maybe insensitive, people are like, it's entitled. I say bullshit to that whole thing. After you guys are doing the mommy and daddy, going back to the hands-on stuff, not so much. But it's okay. Maybe in September we'll get a nice blowjob expansion. They set the foundation. They went ahead and created this line, and they need to walk it. And that's why everybody's so upset. So yeah, it may seem like some people are going overboard because technically we haven't paid for any content. So it's not like we bought something and they pulled back on it. But they did set this course up and they need to complete it. They need to fulfill what they gave us in year one. So you can't get mad at people. I mean, that's what we had, right? That's the only history we have to go on is what they gave us in year one. So how can you get mad at somebody to expect that that's exactly what's going to happen in year two? They should repeat that at minimum. And maybe fall a little short, and that's to be expected, that's realistic, but to not deliver any content, no raids, no strikes, no nothing, for 7 months. After this time last year, we were almost at our second DLC. That is all the reason and excuse in the world for the community to be upset at them, but a lot of the community is turning on themselves when you should be focusing this anger towards Bungie instead of such an awesome community, because we're all brothers here, and we're all victims to these same things. And that's the truth of it. Even more disgusting, and if you sit back and you actually listen to this part right here, you'll be like, wow, he's got something going on there. They decided this new experiment. They wanted to try something different in year two, so they completely scrapped what they did in year one and wanted to start over with microtransactions as their primary form of earning. So what do? They start preying and abusing their community by offering these microtransactions. So it's a simple sleight of hand. They need to sell emotes, but for them to sell emotes, it's got to be packaged with something else. So, they'll create some half-assed small event like a Festival of the Lost, make it all flashy, seem like they really worked hard on it, just to have another reason to sell you more emotes, because they're not just going to keep releasing emotes. No, they want to bring you back to their game with the promise of new and interesting content. And, by the way, guess what we have? Shiny new dance moves. That's their strategy right now. That's their business play, and they are fully taking advantage of us. So for 7 months now, we've been buying their SRL books and buying their dance moves and all of these things and have not had a single piece of content. And even when they do release these, they are time restricted. So you get to play them for a week. And bye-bye! But hey, they got their money out of you with those emotes. They're still earning their money. They're still spending their resources, but we're not getting any content. That's what's changed between year 1 and year 2. Lots of content, and we were paying for it. Now we're still paying for it. They're still spending their resources and pumping it into the wrong things, like those cheap little events, and odds are the main team has probably moved on to the next Destiny and cannot technically say, hey, so we've completely just left the game and all of its problems behind. We're moving on to new things. We'll see you guys next year. So they do it this way so they can still earn throughout the year without ever really having to work for anything. And it's brilliant when you look at it from a business standpoint, but from us as the consumers, the people that support their game, that's fucking shitty, right? But that's just how it looks to me. Hey, leave a comment down in the section below. That's what it's there for. Let me know how you guys feel about this. Do you agree? Do you have different opinions on this? Let me know. But that's how I feel, guys. I love you guys. Have a great one. Stop getting at each other's throats. We're a community here. We're all part of the same community. And if you have any anger, direct it towards the people responsible. Donald Trump. Bungie, excuse me. Same thing. So, you guys have a great day. And remember, guys, no to handies.